Me. All right. Now I'm live in OC Sense as well. Brilliant. Let me, all right, let me fix that. And for those of you guys that are here from OC Sense, hello, hello, happy Wednesday. I'm going to wait for a couple of people to hop on. I'm going to get my notes and we will get started. I hope you guys are having a magnificent morning. For those of you guys on the West Coast that I'm talking to here, and for most of you guys from my team page that I'm talking to here, hope you guys are having a good afternoon because a lot of you guys are East Coast on my team. So let's get started. We've got a lot of people hopping on, and I know it's annoying to just be sitting there stagnant. So let's get started. So first, for those of you guys, a lot of you don't know me. I'm Andie Teeter. So for you guys, I'm your superstar director. For you guys, your awesome superstar director, Wendy, is one of my great friends, and she invited me to come talk to you guys about sponsoring today. And I love talking about sponsoring. I can't get enough of it. Sponsoring has been the way that Scentsy has kind of poured into my heart fully is because of sponsoring. Because when I see someone hit their goals and reach for the stars, and even if they don't quite hit their goal, even if they're working hard to do it, there's nothing like it. There's nothing in this world like it, and it's something that is magical. And if you know, you know, right? So first, I want to ask, what are you telling yourself about sponsoring? So, are you saying, "Oh, well, I'm not a good sponsor. I'm just not good at it. I don't really care for it because I'm not good at it." Are you telling yourself these things? Because here's the thing. You are going to believe whatever you are telling yourself. I know you've heard this a million times, but it's true. So if you're telling yourself that you're bad at something, your brain believes itself. You believe yourself, right? So that little guy that's on your shoulder, like, you can't do this. They think you're stupid. You're not good at it. No, what's happening is you're telling yourself you're not, and your mindset is off, right? It's not that you're not good at it. Sponsoring is just making friends. That's all it is. And it's asking people that you're uncomfortable to ask. That's all it is. Over and over again, statistics, it's in the numbers. If you ask more people, if you mention to more people, they're going to want to join. So let's talk about why recruit. Why should we sponsor? Like, Andie, I don't get it. Like, what's the benefit of me sponsoring? I'm going to tell you my lowest paycheck in Scentsy and my highest paycheck in Scentsy. My lowest paycheck in Scentsy was my first month. I went certified, and I got a whopping $250, which was awesome because I needed to pay my Jeep payment, and it was $400, and I was almost there in my first month. That's why I joined. I wanted to pay my car payment. Okay, so fast forward. What's been my highest paycheck in Scentsy? My highest paycheck in Scentsy, and I didn't go in to find the exact numbers, but I remember it was almost 15,000. I believe it was like 14 something. I'm sorry, I did not have time to go check the exact numbers. But why is that? It is because I sponsored right from the beginning. I grew a team wide. That's what they say, right? Grow your team wide. Growing your team wide means building your front line, means sponsoring. So if you grow your team wide, monthly, not just when you feel like it, not just once every 6 months, not just when we're working on an incentive trip, but monthly, every single month, you're out there putting your absolute effort. And I just want to say one thing that I say to my team a lot. They've heard this a million times. No one is asking you to make Scentsy the priority in your life. We're just asking you to make Scentsy a priority if you tell us that you want more and that you need the money. Okay? No one in this world will tell you that you have to make Scentsy the priority. Matter of fact, sometimes we have different stages in our life and we can give more to some, in some situations in Scentsy and then in others. One year I might be going through something that you know? But I know that I'm consistently putting in and it's still a priority. Okay? There's no like, oh, I'm just gonna try, I'm gonna hope for the best. No, I'm putting my all, it is still a priority, but it's never been the priority. My family, they're more important. Okay? They'll never, Scentsy will never be more important than my family. Okay? But it will always be a priority in my life. Okay? So we heard why recruit. Because of the pay, we're here to make money. This is a business. Like we can say we're here to make friends and we're here to do, big things and blah, 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 blah. But when it all comes down to it, we all need extra money, especially right now. So all those other things are like the icing on the cake and all the other parts of the cake. It all comes together. I am here to tell you, I'm here for the friendships too. But at the end of the day, it's still a business. We are here to make money. You cannot make more than $600 a month. No, sorry. Okay, that's not right. I'm not going to say that. So you can make more than $600 a month with Scentsy if you sell more than $2,000 a month, right? But why do that? Why go through all that trouble and sell so much, like you're selling $20,000 a month in PRV, when you could just build a team and you get rewarded way better in your paycheck? And you're not having to hustle all that PRV. I'm not saying I don't want y'all to hustle PRV. I love hustling PRV. But at the end of the day, you want to build your front line, because bonuses from your team, if you're sharing with them what they're doing and they're growing their teams and they're having success, not only does that fill your cup and your heart, but your paycheck grows too. If they're hitting their goals, you're hitting your goals. So I talked about my lowest and my highest paycheck, but let's talk a little bit too about when we're growing. I remember like it was yesterday. Star and Superstar Consultant. I couldn't see the big picture because my bonuses on my team were small. They're going to be small. Lead Star Consultant, they're going to be $50, $200, your bonuses on your team. It's kind of hard to comprehend what people like me are telling you and what other SSDs told me when I started, because you're looking at this and you're like, well, I'm only making this much off of my team. How's it even possible to make a full-time income? Okay. But that's because you need to push past to Superstar Consultant is where I really started to see my paychecks go when I was putting in $1,000 to $2,000 a month, recruiting 1 to 5 people a month. And I hit Superstar Consultant. That is when I started to see my paychecks go to like $500 to $1,000. And I was like, you know what? Okay. All right. I see where people are going with this. I see where you could make money doing this. And then I hit director a few months later, and that is when I really started to see, which by the way, I earned a trip for 2 as a star consultant my first year. I just want to point that out because earning trips is not only for the top people here in Scentsy. Matter of fact, you hear it all the time. It's easier sometimes for you guys to hit because I can't promote. I don't get promotion points anymore. You guys all do, a lot of you that aren't superstar directors. So whenever I hit director, I saw this paycheck of $1,500 to $2,000, and I was like, oh, okay. And I added up. I was working maybe 15 hours a week, sometimes 20, to get that. And then I started to add up. I was like, oh, per hour, that's pretty good money, right? Like, that's good money. Even though I wanted to make more than that, that was really good money for my hourly, what I was putting in. So fast forward to star director, that's when I started to see more of the full-time income that I was used to making, $3,000 or more a month. And then superstar director is when it started to be $5,000 or more a month. And then it goes up from there. Obviously, you cannot recruit. So what we see happen a lot is people are really excited their first year, they hit director, they recruit consistently, they work with their team, and then they stop. And then a year later, they want to start up again. And I always say it's like that merry-go-round where if you start pushing a merry-go-round, it's spinning, you can just kind of go like this, right? And keep it going, okay? But if you stop, you have to go through all over again and start back up, winding it back up again. And that's how it is if you take a break longer than a month or 2 from your business. You're going to see it's really hard to get it back going. You can, but it's going to take that same effort it did in the beginning. Some people don't like that. Now let's go back to sponsoring. Okay, so who? Who are we sponsoring and how? How? Well, number one, people that know you, like you, trust you will want to join you, buy from you, host with you. Okay? But we're talking about joining here. So people that know you, like you, trust you. How can they know you, like you, and trust you if you're not building a relationship with them? What are some ways you can meet people and build relationships? Number one, we see Wendy do it a lot. Steffi, my sponsor, does it a lot. I'm starting to do it a lot. I used to do it a ton. It is called lifestyle attraction marketing. So if people see you succeeding, if people know you because they see you on Facebook, they think they know you, right? Because a lot of us share our authentic selves, which we're going to talk about that in a second. So if you are doing those things and you're putting small things out there like, oh, and by the way, put the income disclosure on these. Do not post it without. I know I'm guilty and we get in a hurry and we don't do that. But, oh, I got this cup of coffee on my Scentsy card. Thanks, Scentsy. Or, oh, I got these new pair of shoes. Thank you, Scentsy. People are going to start watching you because they're like, well, what's she doing with this Scentsy? Oh, I saw her just go on a free trip, or I saw she's working towards a free trip, or, whatever the case may be, right? So they know you, like you. Now, how do they trust you? So a lot of people that I meet, and I'm going to give you a list. So I meet new friends because remember, this is all about building your network, making new friends. That's what sponsoring is, right? That's what building your network is. So where do I meet my new friends? Parties are a huge way. Imagine if you have 5 parties booked, online parties, let's say, and 25 people are going to each one. Even if they don't buy from you, are you building a relationship with these people because they said they were going to the party? So they have to like Scentsy or want to try it. So are you still adding them as a friend? Are you building a relationship? Are you adding them to your VIP page? What are you doing with those people? Because that's 125 people a month right there of new people you could add to your network. A lot. For free. Legit. People pay good money to add $125, 25 people to their network. More than $125. So keep that in mind. You can meet people at events. Craft shows is a great way. So what are you doing to meet people at craft shows and stay in touch with them? Are you adding them on your Facebook? Are you adding them on social media? Are you getting their information so you can follow up with them to build that relationship? Fundraising is a great way. You're meeting, sometimes at fundraisers, you have hundreds of people buying from you. That's a great way, a free way, to meet people and build your network. Referrals, your friends, ask them, the people that buy from you already, hey, I am looking for 5 referrals. If you refer 5 people and just like one of them buys from me, I will send you a scent circle, or I will send you a deluxe sample, or whatever you've got. Local networking events. So Chamber of Commerce. Oh, I hope you guys can hear me okay. All right, yep. I froze up a little bit. So Chamber of Commerce meetings, going to, even if you're not set up at a local craft show, but you go just to network with people. I have some people, Maureen actually and Beth on our team. They just set up a local women's chapter, women's networking group. Set up your own so you can meet new people. I go out to lunch and once a month, and with other small business owners in my area, we just go to lunch and we have some drinks. It's happy hour, not lunch. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's happy hour. We might have some drinks, but that's how I get out and network with people. You guys, if you go to my YouTube, you will see a ton of videos on how to network online. I join, groups, Boston Terrier groups, whatever groups that I can join and authentically make friends. I'm not going after them like a shark, trying to, oh, hey, you want to buy Scentsy from me? Or, hey, hun. We don't want to be those people, right? We are authentically trying to build a network like any other business person is, and we want to be taken seriously because of all these hey, hun people that are really ruining it for us, right? Let's be real. Like, I have to defend myself sometimes. I'm like, oh, I'm not like them. Let's just be real. I'm not like them. Okay. I own a business. I am a real business owner. And that gets me to one of my other points here is we are offering. So once you start believing that you are offering a wonderful opportunity, whether they take it or not, that's on them. Okay. I can't let, that get in the way of me asking more people if they say no, or if, they maybe don't want to do it at that particular time, or whatever the case may be. I have stopped from asking some of my friends that have kids, some of my friends that are doctors, and the one came to me and she's a doctor, she has small kids, and she's like, why didn't you ever ask me? She ended up joining, but she's like, why didn't you ever ask me? I'm like, I was making the decision for her that she was too busy, or she already made good money. Why would she want to do this? You don't make the decision for them. You let them make the decision. If you're going out there in this world thinking, I've got this great opportunity, I want to grow my team, and I know I can have this amazing network of awesome men and women, and I've got this great opportunity. But if you're going out there like, ugh, I guess I'm really mad at Scentsy because my shipping was way too long, and like, if you don't believe in the company, in the products, in your team, in yourself, people see that and they're not going to want to join you. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about how they know you or trust you, because I want to go back to that. So let's talk about the lifestyle recruiting and lifestyle attraction marketing. So what are you doing to show people who you authentically are? Authenticity is one of our core values at Scentsy. You will never, I cannot believe I haven't talked about farts yet, because like I literally talk about farts and boogers and like all the weird stuff, like toe hair. I talk about all the weird stuff in my trainings. Why? Because that's who I am. I am a weirdo. I like kung fu movies. I don't like what other people like usually. I like to be different. And you know what? That is what attracts my tribe to me. Some people might not like that, and they might not like me. And I'm old enough, because I'm an old lady now, and I understand that not everybody's going to like me, and that's okay. But I will attract my tribe to me by being authentic, being authentic. And that is so important, because if your friends and family see you trying to be someone else, or they see you out there being fake, and that people know it. Like, I know it from a mile away. I know a good person, and I hate to say this because like I don't want to be like, oh, I'm the all-knowing, but like I know a good person from a bad person, and I don't surround myself with bad people with bad energy and bad mojo. That's just not who I am. And other people are like that too. They can see through you, and they don't want to see fakeness. They want to see realness. You guys sometimes don't go on lives because you're afraid of the way you look, because you don't have makeup on, or your kids are running around in the background, and like you might accidentally cuss on live, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, I could never share this. Why not? People love to see that. They want to see that you have a life just like they do. That's how they grow to trust you. That's how they want to join you. If they don't know you're selling Scentsy, they don't see anything about Scentsy on your page, and then you're not sharing anything about yourself, they don't know who you are, they don't as a person, and you're not being authentic, then how are they going to know to join you, right? Let's move on. So, stop just asking who you're comfortable to ask. And we talked about that a little bit earlier, but I really want you to stop and think about what I'm saying. How many of us you're like, okay, I'm going for the no. I'm going for the no. I'm going to go out and I'm going to ask everyone. And then literally you come to me and you say, I'm like, look, okay, so if I'm training somebody, I'm like, okay, well, how many people did you ask? And they're like, I asked 10 people and no one said yes. You said statistics show 1 out of 10 say yes, and I asked 10. Well, okay, so I guess I should reword that. 1 out of 10 statistics, 1 to 2 out of 10 statistics do show will say yes, but that's out of a greater group of number. So you have to actually ask 50 to 100, because then you're going to see that 1 out of or 2 out of 10 out of the big number. So I know I should always say that and, put a disclaimer up, but it is true that the more people you ask, the more chances you have. But the problem is you guys are stopping at 10 to 20. Why? Because you're only asking the people you're comfortable with asking. You're not asking everyone. You're not mentioning the joint opportunity to all your customers. You're not mentioning the joint opportunity to all your friends and family. You're only mentioning to the ones you're comfortable with. Now, what I want you to do is go out and ask the ones that you're not comfortable with. And you say, well, how do I start? And I'm going to give you my wording, and it's super hard. You're never going to remember it. I legit say to people, why aren't you doing what I do? You'd be great at this. If they have a party and they've gotten a few orders, I'm like, looks like you've got a great base. Why don't we turn this in to a flip-a-kit, an earn-a-kit, and you just come on and join, because I know that you'd be great at this. They just need to hear that sometimes. But you're not saying that to everyone. Those words are so simple. Why aren't you doing what I'm doing? You ready to do this? That's it. That's all I'm saying. Now, if you want to go even further, sometimes I say, would you like to hear my specials? So I'll ask people, would you like to hear my specials? I've got 3 specials going on. I've always got 3 freaking specials going on. Number 1, I've got a special if they want to purchase from me. Say free shipping over $75, whatever. I don't know. Number 2, hey, you can get this for free if I make you a referral link. A referral link is a party. That's all it is. It's just an online party. But I'm calling it a referral link. Okay? Because people are sick of the party word. Number 3, if you know anybody that wants to make some extra money from home, or whatever you want to say, if you don't want to say work from home, I understand that wording could be a little cliche. What are some other wording? I might say, hey, if you know anybody that would enjoy doing what I do and working online, if you send them to me and they join, I will give you a free gift for the referral. But sometimes what that does is it takes the pressure off of them, and they're like, oh wait, well, I know somebody, I'm that somebody. So see how simple the wording can be, and you just ask over and over again. Sometimes you're going to ask the same people over and over again, and they're going to keep saying, yeah, maybe someday. We've got a star director on our team that literally went for years, Danielle Wilson, and she would just kept saying, oh, yep, someday I'm going to do it. And sometimes she wouldn't even answer me. I'm like, hey, we've got a joint special. She'd read it and I'd answer. Now, I could have given up on her, but I didn't. Every 3 months, I would go back, hey, we've got another joint special. This is your time. And she'd be like, meh. And then guess what? One day, we started Earn a Kit, and she was like, what do I have to lose? Let's just give it a try. And here we are. She's a star director on my front line. But if I would have given up, if I would have stopped asking, who knows what would have happened? Maybe somebody would have asked her, another person would have asked her. I had somebody literally join, and she was like, oh yeah, my neighbor sold Scentsy forever. I'm like, why didn't you join under her? She's like, oh, she never asked me. Okay, glad I did, right? So let's end with a challenge. So we talked about earlier, you're only asking the people you're comfortable with. We've all heard, go for the no. My challenge to you is, this is August 17th. So August 17th to September 17th, you take 10 to 15 minutes out of every single day and you go for the no. So if you want to go for, how many is that divided by 30, what is that, 3 people a day? 3.5 people a day? I don't know what that is, but whatever you want to do. So if you want to say, okay, Monday through Thursday, I'm going to take 15 minutes a day, and I'm going to network with people. I'm going to meet new friends online or whatever you want to do. And then I'm going to take another 15 minutes a day to mention the joint opportunity to 5 people. Or maybe you want to do all the people at once. It doesn't matter to me how you do it. If you want to start with 1. I always say start with doing 1 a day. It's better than none, right? But take this month and go for the no. There are a million probably printouts you could Google. Wendy might even have one. Like, I don't have one because I'm just not good at that stuff. But what I do is, I'll show you guys. Oh, that's right. My phone's up here. I can't show you. But what I do is I legit have my calendar in my phone. And I have another idea too. So I have a calendar in my phone, and I just go in and I'm like, all right, I asked my 5 people. I set reminders on my phone every single day. And it says, did you talk to 5 people about joining your team today? And if I'm in bed at night and I'm like, oh shit, I know that reminder's about to go off and I'm trying to go to sleep, I got a choice. I can either do 10 the next day, or I could just do them that night and get it over with, right? I say get it over with like it's a chore. Sorry, I don't mean get it over with because I actually like it. There's another, I read a book one time that a lady said, put 5 bracelets, like bangle bracelets, on your wrist and wear them all day. And you get to take each person that you mentioned the joint opportunity every day. You just take them off, and you want to go to bed without bangles on your wrist. Whatever you need to do it, guys, because I'm here to tell you, if you're going for 100 no's every single month, you're going to recruit 1 to 5 people a month, maybe even more. And who cares if you're not good with the wording? Come to your team page, go to your sponsor, go to your director, go to Wendy, whoever. Come and say, hey, I need help with wording. This lady is saying this. How do I come back to that? Everybody can help you. The point is that you're going to become good at it because you're practicing and you're getting better, right? Because all it is just relating to people, talking to people, and doing it, taking action. That is the number one thing that is the downfall to so many people's business. It's because they get in their own head, and I hear every 6 months, I know I need to do it, I know what I need to do, but I'm just, and they're in their own head, and it's this vicious cycle. You know what insanity is? It's doing things over and over, expecting the same result. Don't be insane. Okay, I'm insane. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm a little crazy. It's fine. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But be your own crazy. Go out there and do something different. Do something unique. Be yourself. Be authentic. Authentic. I can't say that word today. Go out there, mention the joint opportunity, and if you're not doing it, it's your own fault. It's your own fault for not building your business because there's no one else to blame but you. You can't blame anybody else, not your sponsor, not your director, not your superstar director. It's your fault. The training is here. We're telling you how to do it. You just got to take action. So, love you guys big. Thank you, OC Scents, for having me on. Thank you, team, for being here. And let me know if you have questions because I am on your team page here, so I can answer questions under this. And you guys let me know if you have questions on our team page. I will answer you there. Goodbye, all, and have a fabulous week. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me.